This week on Reporting Conditions, we respond to a second alarm fire in Beaumont, vegetation fires in Jurupa Valley and North Shore, and we dive into pool safety tips.
Stand by for reporting conditions.
Thank you for joining us for CAL FIRE Riverside County Fire Department's Reporting Conditions for May 4th, 2022. I'm Rob Rosine, and may the 4th be with you. Last week, from April 25th through May 1st, our firefighters responded to 3,611 calls for service. This included 2,685 medical emergencies and 355 fire-related calls. Of the fire calls, 21 were vegetation fires and 19 were structure fires. Now let's take a look at a few highlighted incidents from the past week. Late in the night of Thursday, April 28th, firefighters from Battalion 3 responded to a reported commercial ringing alarm at the 100 block of California Avenue in Beaumont. The first arriving chief officer reported smoke coming from the rear of a commercial concrete tilt-up. Firefighters made entry and found a motorhome storage and repair facility that was heavily charged with smoke. Limited access due to the number of motorhomes stored at the facility, as well as near zero visibility, made locating the fire difficult. Firefighters were able to locate the fire in a fifth-wheel travel trailer attached to a tractor trailer. Crews contained the fire to the trailer of origin without extension to the tractor trailer or nearby motorhomes. There were no reported injuries to firefighters or civilians. On Friday afternoon, Riverside County fire dispatchers received multiple reports of a vegetation fire threatening the Riverside County Animal Shelter located on Van Buren Boulevard in Jurupa Valley. The first arriving battalion chief reported an established fire with an immediate threat to the animal shelter.
I'm Josh Jansen, Battalion Chief with CAL FIRE and Riverside County Fire Department. This afternoon we received multiple reports of a fire directly behind the Riverside County Animal Shelter in the Jurupa Valley at Van Buren and Clay. We arrived on scene to find an established wildland fire burning at a moderate rate of spread with an immediate threat to the large animal shelter. The shelter did a great job of evacuating multiple animals while we immediately went in to fire suppression.
Today we had a fire that broke out right north of our shelter. It's very close to our livestock area where of course we have a lot of hay. The staff got into action right away, evacuated 19 dogs, 12.5 cats, about a dozen birds, 3 pigs and 2 horses. Did it in about 10 minutes and no animals were hurt or injured. The staff were all fine.
We set up 3 divisions on this fire. One of them was a structure defense group and immediately started defending the animal shelter. We have contained the fire at 3 acres and crews will remain on scene for the next several hours, cutting handline construction around the fire and mopping up the hot spots.
Fortunately, we were able to put the animals all back into their rightful places and it's all good. So we want to say thanks to CAL FIRE, Riverside County Fire Department, and Riverside County Sheriffs and our friends over at the City of Riverside Fire Department.
On Saturday evening, April 30th, firefighters responded to a reported outside fire off Highway 111 north of Parkside Drive in North Shore. Engine 41 was first on scene and reported a Union Pacific wooden railroad trestle heavily involved with fire. The firefight lasted well into the night, and the vegetation portion was contained to 12.5 acres of mixed brush and trees. Large volumes of water and foam were continually applied to the burning railroad trestle's debris, which had largely collapsed. No injuries were reported. The entire Union Pacific Railway system was shut down along State Highway 111 while firefighters worked in the area. Union Pacific was able to rebuild and reopen one of the 2 sets of railroad tracks by just after midnight Sunday morning.
In 2021, a total of 112 submersion and drowning incidents occurred in Riverside County. 6 of those resulted in child fatalities, and 26 resulted in adult fatalities. As of April 28, 2022, we have had a total of 19 submersion and drowning incidents in Riverside County, 4 of which have resulted in adult fatalities. Let's join Dr. Mike Masiska, Director of Emergency Medicine for Riverside University Health System, as he shares some tips on water safety.
I'm Dr. Mike Masiska. I'm the Director of Emergency Medicine for Riverside University Health System. Today, as summer's approaching, we're excited to get outside and get to our activities. Just want to share some safe practices to keep our families and our kids healthy as we go back out into the ocean, lakes, rivers, and pools. Some shocking things. Every day in the United States, about 10 people drown. That's over 3,600 people per year. Some key things to think about, when we look at keeping our kids and our family members safe. The first one is to have an enclosure around our swimming pools and have a self-closing pool gate. Swimming in lifeguarded areas really reduces the incidence of drownings. We know from data that people are much more likely to drown in a lake, river, or the ocean in a non-lifeguarded zone. At family parties, to have a designated and sober lifeguard whose primary job is to watch the kids and adults in the pool. Never swim alone. Don't mix alcohol and water activities. A couple other things, getting our young children swimming and learning to float. So our county has a number of programs and resources available to parents to start our kids young to get them, safe. And even adults learning to swim is crucial, and not swimming alone. Lastly is CPR training. So bystander CPR. So shocking is that bystanders that initiate CPR can have a 2 to 3-fold increase in survival by early initiation. And so I think are some key things that we can do to have a very fun, safe, and active summer with lots of activity out in the ocean, lakes, and pools. Thank you.
I'm Richard Cordova, Information Officer for CAL FIRE Incident Management Team 2, and this is Did You Know? CAL FIRE has 6 incident management teams that respond to major incidents throughout the state. They respond to all types of incidents, like a major wildland fire, a major earthquake, or any type of health crisis. These teams are staffed with high-quality, well-trained men and women, not only from CAL FIRE, but from other local government fire departments spread throughout the state. These teams' main mission is to come in and manage and mitigate any type of natural or human disaster. These teams come together once a year so they can maintain their skills by networking with each other and learning new techniques.
This week's strong work goes to the Guy Fieri Foundation and their partners for their admirable dedication to acknowledging first responders, military personnel, and veterans. Let's check out what happened in Thermal this past Thursday.
We're here with Guy Fieri. He's invited us to come out here and have some lunch with him. He's basically thanking the first responders, military personnel that serve our country.
When Guy happens to be filming Triple D, we try and do a foundation event and give back to the community at the same time. We're here to show them a day of appreciation, let them know that we appreciate them, we love them, and we thank them.
It's nice to be recognized. It's nice to be appreciated. So there's somebody out there that actually acknowledges us. We got some excellent cooks at the firehouse, and we'll see what he's got.
So we've got a pulled pork with a mole sauce. We've got a nice potato salad. We've got a nice garden salad. We've got King's Hawaiian rolls. We've got some dates and some strawberries. All this produce comes from a lot of the local farmers here. We've got a lot of great community partners here that really made it special today. You guys are the heart of every community, and sometimes you don't get the appreciation that you deserve, and that's what we're here. We're just here to say thank you, and that's really important. That's what the Guy Fieri Foundation is all about, and we're here to say thank you to the community, and we appreciate you all.
And then they showed me the 4,000 calories, which I think they've upped now. But, but I'm like, I only want to eat like 4,000. I said, let me make that sandwich. And they're like, no. We need them to still work, not pass out in the food coma. I said, because I would make like a meatball sub, and you're like, no. We need some sugar, we need some...
To stay up to date on current incidents as they happen in Riverside County, be sure to follow @CalFireRRU on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Did you happen to capture any photos or video of our firefighters in action? If so, send them to rrupio@fire.ca.gov. On behalf of your CAL FIRE, Riverside County Fire Department, Public Affairs, and Community Education Bureau, I'm Rob Rosine. Thanks for watching.